All right. Welcome back to Gilded Gaming and Final Fantasy 14. So when we last left off, we are doing a modest proposal. That sounds horrible. Back to Camp Tranquil. Hey, bless you. How's it going tonight? What's that? Selfie? All right. Let's see. Landonell. Do you require assistance adventure? All right. This guy was supposed to be our link to the company heroes. It's so weird that we're going through all these quests to like find someone who was the company heroes to help us with Titan, when my trainer for being a warrior was in the company heroes and we already know him well. Like, why didn't we ask him? Because not everybody's a warrior. But it's like, I am a warrior and I was just talking to him. Whatever. So this is the one who would challenge Titan. I've been expecting you, Elheim. The ingredient you seek is the egg of a giant adamantoise. The method of acquisition should be obvious. You steal it from the beast's nest, of course. Simple in theory, but difficult in execution. Most who try die in the attempt. Well, while I help you get it, you amuse me. I'll not jeopardize my position by openly assisting you. From me, you will receive only information. What you do with it is your choice. Got an archer to 27. Gonna get that bard. Ooh, materia. Let me be clear. This business between you and me, the captain must remain secret. See, I don't regret my time spent with the company in the slightest. Traveling the world, meeting interesting people, killing them is all jolly good fun. Alas, Gridanians are, by and large, an unforgiving lot, and Toh is being a rare exception to that. I've had to go to great lengths to ensure that I am seen as a model citizen, with no taste for drinking, hoarding, gambling, and all those other activities I so dearly miss. So understand that if you ruin my little charade by waggling your tongue, I'll fashion a noose with your entrails and hang you from the nearest heaven's pillar. Well, what are you waiting for? It's a perfectly good adamantoise egg in the nest to the east of here, just ripe for the taking. Not that I expect you to live long enough to claim it. The mother never strays far from the child. You'll surely be attacked the moment you lay hands on the egg. There will be other heroes, Elheim. You do not need to challenge Titan. Abandon your quest or your corpse will rot in the swamp. Man, if only we had Blizzard. Those adamantoises, they're always weak to Blizzard, man. Not in this game, though. Alright. Let's move out. To the east, he said. And alright. Today is a good day, guys. It's a good day. Alright. We're looking for an egg. This is not what I would call a nest. I would call this the ground. But you know, we'll take it. He never strays far. Oh my god! He didn't tell me that adamantoise could go invisible. Well, that it was so easy to fight. Alright. We laid our hands upon the egg, thus proving our courage. Don't you wish it for the good old days when you could just give a man a rat tail and he'd be like, okay, cool, you're good. No one respects the rat tails anymore. Oh, it's not. Oh, I have to claim the adamantoise egg. Apparently I didn't pick it up the first time, I just touched it. Let's go back and claim it. I claim this egg in the name of Gilded Elheim. There we go. Imagine like getting to the egg, fighting the adamantoise, leaving and going back to the guy and being like, I did it, I fought the adamantoise and you know, I touched the egg, and he'll be like, but did you get a flag? I didn't claim it, no! Alright. Gotta remember to claim it, man. Landonell. Thought you might have a good sense to leave the place. By your continued presence, I take it you intend to persevere to the bitter end. Boom, egg. Aha, such bravery, such recklessness. That will serve you well against Titan. Leave the egg with me. I'll see that it gets to the captain. You should make haste to southern Vanland. In Forgotten Springs, you'll find a man named Uod Nun. He will be your next guide. Safe travels, Elhan. Southern Vanland, you say? The Forgotten Spring! What could go wrong? Everything. Alright. It's okay, Karanova. Thanks for stopping by. State your business, adventurer. This is the one that Weisket sends me. I haven't the foggiest what he sees in you, and until I do, you'll receive no aid from me. Okay, well, you know. Crit, direct hit, or determination. Oh man, it fills me with determination. Alright. You'll be on after dinner, which could last about an hour or less. Well, I will be on until sometime before 10. I'm not entirely sure what time, but my new RPG group is getting together at around 10. So I've got like 2 hours or so. Alright. And I plan to do main story stuff and my level 40 quest and was the next dungeon, Brave Flop, and maybe Titan. We'll see if we can get to Titan. Alright. I feel like I already have this. I totally already have this. Alright. Persistent bugger. Very well, let's have a look at you. You've seen your share of battle, there's no mistaking that, and you did manage to obtain that Adamantoise egg. However, that was not more than a display of brute force and blind courage. The nun I once fought also believed in his strength would save him. He was wrong, and now I am none. Many years ago, I joined the company heroes to hone my skills, and instead of challenging my predecessor before I was ready, even when I was young, I understood that victory goes to the patient, the cunning, and the pragmatic. That is why I claim my position and why I still hold it, and why I will not help an unproven whelp. The Children of the Sands do not offer aid to strangers. To do so is a sign of weakness. However, if you were recognized as a skilled hunter in your own right, it would be permissible to assist you. Across the desert to the east lies the Amal-Shah encampment. There dwells a warrior renowned by both his strength and his guile. To even face this Amal-Shah in battle, you must first find a way to lure him away from the encampment. This will be your test, to draw out and defeat the veteran. From this, I will offer you no advice, only this worn spear. Why, you ask? You'll have to solve that riddle yourself. Now go, slay this old warrior, and bring me his necklace. Yeah, all right. One Amal-Shah coming right up. Bum, bum, ba-da. Alright, we're going way out there. Man with the plan tonight, man. We are gonna make some progress. It's tomorrow night. We're getting back to Final Fantasy 3. The plan for tomorrow night is gonna be finish Final Fantasy 3. We're already at the Crystal Tower, so we just have lots and lots of bosses and lots of leveling is really all that's left. And I want to try and work out a plan to not only beat Final Fantasy 3 tomorrow night, but then work out a plan for like leveling up to like 99 so that we can like Onion Knight. We can go Onion Knight and try and fight the Iron Giant. Because the Iron Giant is ridiculous. And we can farm Onion Knight gear in the final dungeon and in the bonus dungeon. The dragons, which are crazy hard enemies, but the dragons that you can find at the end of the game have Onion Knight gear. Alright. I'm gonna use this spear. Just throw it on the ground and he'll know. He will know, guys. This is gonna work. Somewhere there's an Amal-Shah like, someone just dropped a spear on the ground and he's coming. Oh, let's go hide over here and wait for him. His spear senses are tingling. This rock right here is gonna hide us, so that yes, he's just gonna show up like an idiot. Boom! Oh, what are you gonna do now? You wanted that spear? Too bad. I mean, you can have the spear. I don't really care. You can have the spear, bud. I need your necklace, though. Can I have your necklace? Are you even wearing a necklace? You know, let's use our new warrior abilities. Boom. It's fairly hard. Alright, mount up. We're done here. With all these sandworms. Speaking of sandworms, who's excited about the new Dune? I want to see the new Dune. I feel like Dune... I don't know. It could use a better movie. Nothing against the original one, and it's not bad, but it could be better. Yeah. Ooh, and speaking of things coming from books, Wheel of Time has a TV show coming out soon. That's crazy. I read Wheel of Time when I was like, you know, like in high school and college and stuff. Those books came out throughout my childhood. Yeah, Blood and Bloody Ashes. Yeah, Amazon Video picked it up. So I think like some of the same people that did like The Boys are doing Wheel of Time. Or was it? Yeah. Tell me, adventurer, is our old nemesis dead? I got this necklace. You believe these quests where they make a big deal about drawing something out and then you just activate a spot on the ground are examples of the main story quest streamlining what happened in 5.3? They probably had quest steps that were removed. Huh? It's a fine necklace as befits a veteran of countless battles. It will make an excellent trophy. The spear, it belonged to one of his brothers. I knew it when he spied it from afar, he would be unable to resist venturing outside the encampment to see it for himself. Did you discern my intent, or was it dumb luck, I wonder? Either way, you impress me, adventurer. I shall tell you of the ingredient you seek. Money. I don't need any of this crap. A shame we did not meet when I was still within the company of heroes. You would have made a fine recruit. But no point dwelling on what cannot be. You have a Welwick worm to hunt. Sandworms slither brazenly across the desert dunes, but Welwick worms are far fewer in number. Rarity breeds demand, and their meat is highly prized as a delicacy. The only way to catch your quarry is to entice it with something it cannot resist. These worms prey on smaller creatures of the Segoli. A freshly slaughtered angler carcass would be my choice bait. It's almost always take the money because the gear from dungeons is almost always better. Yeah, that seems to be true. There is an area teeming with anglers to the east, and I will mark it upon your map, along with the location where Welwick worms are most frequently sighted. Be warned, the blood will drive the worm into a feeding frenzy, and your skills are lacking, it will devour you as well. We'll be fine. We're like 10 levels over the main scenario quest right now. We could fall asleep at the keyboard and probably be just fine. Alright, so we can come over here, we're gonna get some angler corpses. Probably just one. We're gonna use it to get a worm. Doing great. Man, big empty desert. Aha! Just build up our meter and save it for the worm. Okay. Corpse. Not much farther. Oh, can't go up that, huh? A little too steep. Alright, let's go around the crappy sandworm. over here. Oh, look over here. Yeah, these quests are a bit lackluster. It's like, walk over here, use this item, click this spot. Oh, I get to fight something? Okay, cool. Alright. Easy peasy. I'll head back over here, turn that in, and probably move on somewhere else. They'd be all like, oh my god, you totally could be in a company of heroes. I totally want to help you with Titan. Just let me locate that ingredient and I'll give it to the guy and then go here to fight this third guy that'll make you do a random thing to get a random thing. And I'll be like, okay. I don't want to turn. We're just gonna go straight up this rock, damn it. Ah, it's got an invisible wall. You have to hate filler quests. Yeah, you have to. It's the law. Although it sucks when it's filler quests that you don't even need because you're getting way more XP than you need already. Oh, no, I don't want it. What am I doing? Aha! You look well. Have you caught your quarry then? Boom. Your skills as a hunter rival those of our best. I applaud your success, Alheim. The meat you will need to be heavily smoked before I ship it to Wisket. Worry not. You have my word that he will receive it in time for the banquet. You must be eager to obtain the third ingredient. I regret to say that I know not of its location. For the nonce, you should return to Costa del Sol and seek Wisket's counsel. Ah, but hold a moment. Since you will be meeting the captain again soon, there's something I would like you to deliver to him for me. Okay. The captain was always fond of his brandy wine. It would be great. I would be grateful if you could deliver it on my behalf. It was a reckless, angry youth when I first joined the company, and he would be well within his rights to cast me out. Everything I have I owe to his wisdom and generosity. Wisket was a firm yet fair teacher, an expert molder of men, and I suspect that this is still the case now. That's only the money items you get from the quest. You have so many of them. Yeah, I'm holding on to quite a few of them myself. Like, let's see. There's 14 in there. There's 28 there. 5 of these. Okay. What you gonna do? All right, we gotta go back to Costa del Sol. Well met, Alheim. Landonel and Udo Noon have both spoke highly of you. What brings you here today? Boom. Ah, my favorite. I should have to thank the Noon personally. Now, you have but one ingredient left. Fortunately, you won't have to travel to Aldenard this time to obtain it. The things we do for cheese. This is the dungeon quest, isn't it? You get some feet from it. Truth be told, I never intended for you to collect the last ingredient. Brayflox, my old quartermaster, wished to bring it to Costa del Sol herself. However, not long ago, she sent word that there's been some trouble at the long stop, and that the delivery would be delayed indefinitely. She told me that nothing of the incident itself, but I fear the situation may be dire. Though I would like nothing more than to aid her myself, I have no choice but to turn to you and your allies. Make haste to the Hidden Falls dock and speak with Ozun Nazun, and he will direct you to Raincatcher Gully, where Brayflox and her people have made their home. Brayflox Long Stop is our next dungeon. So, dungeon time, I guess. After which will be level 40 quest time, probably. Minus is getting online, sweet. Do we have a healer? Terranova was going to be eating, right? So, I don't want to make you late to dinner, man. What's the hurry, Venture? Something happened over at the Gobby settlement? I don't know why you're so eager to help a bunch of beastmen, but go and talk to the skipper over yonder. She'll ferry you to Raincatcher Gully. Oh. Okay. You say so, Carver. See. I need to look up these last couple hunts and get them taken care of too. I wonder if we have any more optional dungeons come up soon. Alright, Brayflox, all talks. Tongue flaps of whiskey reaching ears of Brayflox. Uplander has come for tasty fresh gobby treats, yes? Quest prize of Uplander deep and long stop. Filthy beasts chase Gobbyflock from homes. Gobbyflock need goodly Uplander to give safety to long stop with much hand-lending. Alright. Duty available. You want to go too, bless you? Guess so. Alright, Carnova's waiting on the queue, and then we'll queue up once we get our healer. You guys are welcome in Discord too if you want. You don't have to. It's up to you. Okay. Oh, hey, Liana. Level 40. You're a little bit ahead of me. Alright. That's cool, Kara.
Hello.
Hey, Minus.
Behold my new spear.
Iffy. Where'd you get that at?
It's the yokai watch.
Oh, okay.
For one.
All right.
So yes, we're infiltrating a jungle, fighting a dragon for cheese.
I mean, that's an important quest, man. You gotta have cheese.
Like I said, it provides good juxtaposition to the freeing tormented souls in a haunted manner.
Yeah, I mean, the cheese is more important. Hey, I remember my tank stats. Where am I going here?
Honestly, I don't know my way around this one at all.
Then we shall wander. Tanking in like the early dungeons, so easy. I feel like it's bad for me. I'm like being lulled into a false sense of security.
I mean, DPSing and healing isn't exactly much harder in these dungeons.
There.
These dungeons are just easy in general.
Ah, yes, that classic boss. The Great Yellow Pelican. I gotta say, this doesn't look like a pelican. Those ads ran in right at the last second. Oh, it's gonna be a short dungeon. That Brave Box guy. Everybody wants to attack him. Can't even taunt them back off of him. He's like, I'm just gonna attack Brave Box for a while. Okay. My son made me a another Mario Maker level today, and I beat it, and now he's like adamant, like, oh, I have to do the last level. There's gonna be a harder level later. Okay. That's his mechanic-y bubbles, people. Hello. What? We're done. Okay. Fight a meeting later.
Feel free to pull more than 3 enemies at a time if you think you can take it.
Okay. Don't entirely know what I can take yet.
If I remember correctly, this boss puts down like pools of poison on the ground that just like stay there the whole battle. So the room we have to
So
work
fight
with
him
will
near
keep
the
shrinking.
edges. Oh, I was just getting it. Okay. I'll tank him near the edge.
Oh yeah, and the boss will heal if he stays in the poison.
He counted. He's like spreading in there. I wasn't even expecting him to like turn and put it in the middle of the room. Alright, cool. It's an interesting boss.
Nova can
Oh,
make it
thanks for
to
the help,
his
guys.
dinner on time.
Yeah.
We are not too far off from Titan as well.
Oh, okay, cool.
Like 8, 9 quests.
Well, maybe I can get that done tonight too. Goodly Uplander has thanks of Gobbyflock. Flighty Beast was tricksy foe, but Uplander outwitted with plans making. Uplander has goodly head for fighty thing. Greyflock's happy gives tasty fresh gobby treats to clever Uplander. Cheese is stinky sweet gobby treat, special make with secret gobby arts. No party complete without gobby gouda, Greyflocks ever say. Okay. Back to Gilded Soul. I gather you solved Greyflox's little problem. By the gods, that unholy stench! This is definitely goblin cheese. Judging from the smell, this should be quite flavorful. How's it made? It's best you remain ignorant of such things. I still remember when I learned what kind of milk they use. Ugh. God. Some kind of thing popped up. Teleport offer. I'd like to congratulate you on a job well done. Bravo, Elheim. Thanks to you, our guests will be honored at a marvelous banquet. But what good is exotic feast without equally exquisite aperitif? Luckily, I know just the person to ask. Make your way to Wineport. Oh, nice. And seek out Shamani Lumani, another former member of the company. All you have to do is give him this order slip and he'll take care of the rest. Oh, and if you're wondering, this is merely a ploy to test your patience. I assure you, I do actually need that wine. And while you're there, give Shamani Lumani my regards. Did you teleport me to Wineport? Who did that? That's nice. Alright, ooh, what is this? Decipher and dig. Bloom would entice you to prospect of untold riches. Fancy yourself a romantic friend? Do you often find yourself gazing off into the horizon, yearning to travel to such storied relics left behind by the heroes of yore? Yes, you say? Then do I ever have a proposal for you? I was accosted the other day by a slobbering drunkard. Bear with me now. I assure you this gets better. Who most eagerly regaled me, from what I could gather amidst slurred speech and copious amounts of spittle, that is, with the tale of a treasure map that had stumbled upon in his travels. I don't recall the particulars. I was emptying my innards in some foul swill at the time, you see, but it sounded rather convincing to my ale-addled brain. What I do remember is that the fellow mentioned striking out first light for the Raincatcher Gully to visit a minor friend. Should that prospect of hunting for hidden riches set your heart aflutter, I reckon you might still find him there. Interesting. Another, I got the leave over here. Why don't I have this? Yeah, I have this one. I just never did leave. Boom. Let's see what we'll leave with this here. Gotta go out there. Let's see what this quest is too while we're at it. Shamani Lomani. Sweat, grime, and blood. Ah, you reek of blood and adventure, unless I'm mistaken. What brings you to Wineport? An order, let me guess, a request from the finest for the finest vintage I can muster. Paper smells of loam and perfume, Gilded Soul, and there's also the unmistakable odor of goblin cheese. Yes, Master Kagaraju would not settle for anything less than the best. Durstwhite and his crew must be quite busy preparing an exotic feast, hence the decision to rely on an adventurer. But perhaps you're confused. This display of deduction was not intended to impress you. When one loses his vision, he is forced to compensate in other ways. But you've no interest in my affairs. You will wish only to discuss the wine, I suspect. Life can be so delightfully unpredictable. I've always had a passion for wine, but it wasn't until I was forced to retire that I could pursue it as more than mere hobby. It wouldn't have been possible if not for the savings I amassed during my time as a mercenary, of course. Say what you will about the nature of my work, none can deny that it pays well. Ah, but you grow impatient, and Wiscat must have his wine. Herein lies the problem. Nothing in my possession is of sufficient quality for this occasion. The best vintages in town are hoarded by Bierglint, who owns and operates the largest winery in Wildbrand. Somehow I doubt he'll be receptive to your request, but given these circumstances, we must needs beg his assistance. How far does Titan? Apparently only a couple quests, I'm not sure. Oh, Curious Gorge goes to Wineport. Is Curious Gorge here too? No, apparently he's coming here. What rank amateur bottled this wine? The impurities have rendered it nigh undrinkable. Dismissal is too good for the man responsible. He should be made to drink every drop of its polluted swill. What is it? I'm in the middle of an important discussion and I do not care for interruptions. That neophyte venter bid you speak to me? Neither you nor your friend has the palate to appreciate the subtle qualities of my private stock. I would sooner serve you gobu urine than to sell you my worst vintage. Be on from my sight. Well, okay then. What a dick. I take it he said no, really, in those words. Well, I cannot say I'm surprised. While there's no denying his passion and skill, the wine baron of Lensa Lamensa is not a man known for his tact. Very well, we shall have to take an alternate approach. There is a chance, however small, that another resident of Wineport can furnish us with a suitable wine. In fact, had you come several years ago, I would guarantee this would not be a problem. Alas, the quality of our product has declined significantly in recent years. The only breeds cultivated these days are common lowland vines, which isn't to say that the grapes are of poor quality, only that we have known better. Long ago, the vignerons of Wineport crossbred several species and produced a grape-bearing vine of never-before-seen quality. Bacchus grapes were once the pride of this town and were used to produce vintages which surpassed all others. This includes the most aromatic and most complex, the most flavorful of all wines. Aye, the legendary Bacchus wines were born right here in Wineport. Pardon my enthusiasm. You see, I once had the privilege to sample some of that particular wine. It was an otherworldly experience. In that moment, I felt as though I had tasted the nectar of the gods themselves, and I transcended my mortal flesh and was one with all of creation. But it is all too often said that the calamity changed that. The Bacchus vineyards were completely destroyed, along with much of the existing stock of Bacchus wine, and what little remains is closely guarded by its owners, for it can no longer be made. If we cannot convince Berglint to part with his wines, our next best option, as ridiculous as it sounds, is to find someone who has bought a bottle of Bacchus wine, and to offer them every gill we can spare. I've heard rumors that one of the vignerons tending the vineyards might have once owned a bottle. Perhaps you could start by speaking to them. Like behind the building? Top of the building? Yeah. Behind the building. On the other side. Got beastkin blood. Are you nearby killing them? What? Do I have Bacchus wine? I wish. I never had the chance to try myself. Sorry, friend. You're a few years too late. Horse. Can you just jump around? Durham for Durham. Bacchus wine. Oh, don't remind me. I used to have a cellar filled with the stuff. Thought I could keep a wine safe from thieves and elements, and never counted on a bloody primal showing up, blowing up the goddamn house. Alright, well that didn't pan out very much. No luck, Most regrettable, but had to try. But Bacchus wine would have been perfect for the occasion. Though I must confess my certitude could be due to my personal history with the beverage. It is, after all, the very reason I decided to become a vintner. After Titan blinded me in our battle beneath the Ogre, I fell into a deep depression. It wasn't until I tasted Bacchus wine for the first time that I realized that there's so much I could experience even in my condition and help me to find a new direction in life. It breaks my heart to think that the wondrous ambrosia which once filled me with hope may be forever lost to us. I must say this talk of Bacchus wine has made me rather nostalgic. Indeed, there's much I miss about my life at the Company of Heroes. After everything the captain has done for me, I could not bear to disappoint him. I have no fear. I swear that I shall find a suitable wine for the banquet, though I may need some time to think of a solution. In the meantime, there is a favor I would ask of you. 2 years ago, in the deepest depths of my despair, I stumbled across Vilbrand as a vagabond drunk. I suspect I was looking for a place to die because I very nearly found one not far from here. It was there that a man named Duress took me in and nursed me back to health, and it was he who gave me my first taste of Bacchus wine, which helped me to find my new calling. I'm still a novice in the arts of winemaking. I would like him to know that I am pursuing my dream. This wine is my own original creation. It would be most grateful if you delivered it to him in my stead. Dress sometimes works in the Rain Country Gully docks, so perhaps Gilded can tell you where to find him. What does this teleport offer? Teleport to where I am? I'm at Wineport. Can I hold on to that and use it to get back here?
You can probably hold on to the teleport offer.
Got some other quests I'm gonna do too here. First off, we have this diligent digger here for that other thing. Hidden treasures. Another gill-crazed greenhorn reeled in by Ildwine's tall tales. Yes, Ildwine, that's the doddering fool's name, though mind ye, I've not known him to limit his consumption to any one type of brew. I saw him just the other day. I did clutching some tattered pit's yellow parchment like it was made of solid mithril. This is my ticket to fortune, he blabbered, half not so eloquently, mind ye, before stumbling out of the tavern doors and probably falling flat on his mug like as not. Did I see the map myself, you say? Did I ever? Why, the fool shoved it in my face so many times I swear the mold left on the page to take up residence in my nostrils. It was a mess of blue and brown splotches that Eldwine swore was Camp Bronzelake with a big red X to the southeast. You're not thinking of going there, are you? Take my word, you'll find naught but a sorry drunkard and a sack of broken dreams. Interesting. How do you do those teleport offers? Like, is it some ability one of your other classes has?
No, just anytime someone in your party teleports somewhere, if it's somewhere you've unlocked, you get the offer to go for free.
Oh, cool. Dressed. Oh, you mean the hermit? I toss him a few gil when he needs an extra pair of hands. He doesn't talk to him about himself, but sure as hell don't ask. When a man's got a face with scars like this, you best leave well enough alone, I say. You have a mind to find him, though, and then head southwest to the severed string. Okay. Freaking level 50 guy over there. So what do you want? Wine? I didn't ask for this. Who sent you? I... Level up. Can't can't sleep. They won't let me sleep. The midges, the buzzing, it keeps me awake. I never wanted to hurt anyone. I won't fight. I don't want to fight. Please make the buzzing stop. Make the midges go away. Holy shit, dude. Alright, we'll kill some midges. Imagine someone being like, the mosquitoes are bothering me, and you just go outside with a sword and start attacking the mosquitoes. That's the thing you can do, right? Two down, 3 to go. That one. High quality beastman blood. Alright. Turn this in. You can swing over and grab the leave and then teleport back with the leave. It's not so loud anymore. Did you do that? Thank you. You helped me. Even after my comrades and I did to your country. We were on the reconnaissance mission when the maelstrom caught us. By surprise. We tried to escape, but the others, no one else survived. I didn't ask for this, damn it. I'm not even a Garlean. They conquered my lands just like they tried to conquer yours. I don't want to die in some blasted jungle halfway around the world. I just want to go home. I wish to thank Shamani for the wine. That was overly kind. Would you be willing to bear a gift back to him? Earlier today at Red Mantis Falls, I collected a sap from nearby palm trees, and if placed in coconut shells and stored for a few bells' time, it makes for a fine wine. See, it should be ready now. I left 3 shells out there. Please take them to Shamani for me. I'm glad he's moved on with his life. I hope to one day do the same. He had issues, man. Right. Go grab these. Watch out for the level 50 dude hanging out there. Okay. Use the haunches of pelican meat obtained from pelicans. We're out the cops. Okay. Got it. That's not a gun. One down. Boom. Believe done. And puts me right next to this. Been some time, Elheim. What news do you have from Trest? Yes, I recall he did have some knowledge of winemaking. A simplistic but nevertheless effective method that utilizes the natural properties of palm sap. I shall have to enjoy this batch before it spoils. We're not so different, Drest and I, two men who have long struggled not to let our scars define us. I worry that he has been alone with his thoughts for far too long. It's past time I paid him a visit. Thank you for looking after him, Elheim. By the gods, Elheim, listen, I know you're eager to wash your hands of this wine business, but I've just discovered something extraordinary about Drest's palm wine. He sealed each coconut with a leaf which had a very distinct shape and unusual odor. I thought I was going mad at first, but now I'm certain these are the leaves of a Bacchus grapevine. Do you know what this means? Somewhere in Raincountry Gully, the legendary vine still grows. If we could obtain a cutting, we could revive the Bacchus wine industry. We must know where Drest found these leaves. Here, take one of them back to him and see what he remembers. Okay. Like, we came here to learn about Titan, and we got sent to get wine, and now we're like reviving an entire wine industry. It's like, man, I just wanted to get wine for a party. I didn't even want to do that. You can I have some wine first? Can you like rediscover this ancient wine that like is amazing and everybody thinks is extinct? I mean, that sounds cool and all, but like, I got money for wine. I just wanted to buy some. The party's tonight. Like, I'm not sure you understand how business works. Like, people don't like show up at the convenience store and be like, "Oh man, I would like to buy some potato chips." And they're like, "Yeah, but back in the 50s, there was this awesome potato chip." And I think if we went and planted some potatoes now, it's like, dude, slow your roll. I just want some Pringles. You know, like. I don't know what you think I'm here for. I understand that you're really passionate about wine, but I literally just came for a bottle, man. We're gonna get back to the Scions, and they're gonna be like, "Did you find out how to defeat Titan? It's been months." And I'll be like, "No, but dude, I know so much about grapes now." Oh, hello again. What is it? It's just a leaf, isn't it? I only chose it because it was pretty. I didn't know it was rare. I found them near the Juggernaut to the south, but I didn't see any grapevines. I saw fresh gubu tracks, though. Maybe the leaves came from the vines growing in the back of such beast. If you're looking for it, please be careful. Some gubus are more territorial than others. You may need to defend yourself. Interesting. I was up with this guy on here. Oh, I'm busy. Isn't too high level. Can I still use this teleport? Oh, you can just hold on to the teleport for like ever. Holy crap. Well, that's convenient. What did Dress have to say, Elheim? Tell me everything. I was right! This smell, this texture, I hold in my hands a Bacchus grapevine cutting. Come now, enough of this nonsense. I've heard talk of your discovery, and I refuse to believe that a common adventurer and a novice inventor could... 12 is my witness. It is a Bacchus grapevine. Wherever did you find this fantastic specimen? What? You would offer this to me? But why? There is none better positioned to reconstruct the Bacchus vineyards than you, Master Bergerland. You have the resources, the knowledge, and the passion to do so. I'd be selfish to keep this cutting. I never knew you cared so deeply about your craft. Thank you, good sir. I will not squander this gift. In just a few years' time, I swear that every tavern across Eorzea will once again be clamoring for a cask of Wineport's legendary Bacchus wine. Sir, you needn't... Wait, the shape of this bottle, the scent of this label, it couldn't possibly be... A 1547 Bacchus? That's impossible. The vintage has not been seen since years before the calamity. It was the crown jewel of my personal collection. For years I debated opening it, wondering if today or tomorrow would be the ideal time, but now I realize that it was never meant for me. It should be savored by the saviors of Wineport, I say. He's made us an offer we cannot refuse. Master Gigeriju will find no finer wine. I have forever changed Wineport. You have forever changed Wineport, Elheim. Thank you for your kindness and your generosity. It's like, what took you so long to get the wine? I had to forever change the city, alright? I was busy. Ah, but do not permit me to delay you any longer. Pray deliver the wine to Captain Westgate. Alright. Well, yes, I would very much like to drink it, but I'm a patient man. I have faith that one day I shall have another opportunity to taste perfection. Alright. Back to Costa del Sol. Your prolonged absence was beginning to concern me, so what of the wine I asked you to bring? Is that 7 hells of 1547 Bacchus? Even I know how rare that is. I have to admit I didn't think you had it in you, but congratulations, Elheim. Thanks to you, this will be the most luxurious feast Costa del Sol has seen in years. Considering the lengths you went to, I hope our guests appreciate it. Speaking of which, your associate arrived shortly while ago. She appeared to be growing somewhat impatient. Perhaps you could tell her that the banquet is about to begin. Yeah, I'd be impatient too. Look at her over there. She still is just like, what the hell have you been up to? She's concerned for my well-being. You have the look of a woman who has been to the 7th hell and back. That a guest should be expected to supply the victuals of a banquet held in her own honor, and while the shadow of a titan looms over us all, it beggars belief. I can only applaud your stoicism. I have been asked to endure such ignominy. I fear I should have accepted my lot with less grace. Words. Yeah, you stole her, Lady Gilded. Dude. 1,000 pardons for extreme discourtesy. I was wholly unaware of the true identity, madam. Had I known, I would never have permitted my man to subject you to such unspeakable ordeals. Okay. Come now, she must have sensed something was amiss. You didn't seriously think I would send you running the length and breadth of Eorzea for a banquet, did you? Spare her your mockery, Captain. Your intent was unclear to me until this moment, and unlike me, Elheim had no knowledge of your traditions. Mayhap you would be so good as to enlighten her. Aye, fair's fair. There's no sense in hiding it any longer. We 5 were chosen by our brothers and sisters, and before the company of heroes disbanded, we each swore a solemn oath that any who would follow in our footsteps must be weighed and measured, not by their reputation, but by their deeds. Each man would judge those would-be god-slayers by his own criteria, and even if one found her wanting, she would be rejected without a second thought. But if she proved herself worthy, we swore that we would do our utmost to support her cause. The world has ever been full of brave souls eager to give their lives for a righteous cause, but all too few capable of making a difference. With their sacrifice, to send wave after wave of hapless adventures into the jaws of a foe against whom they have no hope of victory is worse than futile. Titan is not one to be challenged lightly, and we will not be complicit in the depths of the unworthy. Which is why the 5 of you deigned to test Elheim with such commendable thoroughness. Time well spent, I'm sure. But tell us, Captain, what is the assessment of you and your fellows? She's a brave one, that much is certain. She willingly walked into the midst of danger, despite my repeated warnings that it could cost her life. Her skill is undeniable. She stalked her prey with as relentlessly as any child of the sands, and struck with precision when the opportunity presented itself. Too many adventurers these days only care for fortune and glory. Elheim, however, is kind and a generous soul. I am certain she has no shortage of loyal allies who will gladly fight at her side. Wily Uplander is talented plansmaker, tricksy foe for mighty Rockman. I can only concur with my colleagues' assessments. We 5 of the company of heroes hereby judge you a worthy challenger. Cast down the Lord of Crags, Elheim Gilded, and write a new chapter into the history of Eorzea. With the formalities out of the way, the festivities begin. Summon the dancers and pour the wine. Eat, drink, and be merry, friends, for today we celebrate the birth of a new legend, Elheim Gilded Titan's Bane. Yeah. I haven't actually beaten Titan yet, but that's cool, guys. Like, we decided she's worthy. Let's just call her Titan's Bane and have a party. Still haven't told me how to beat Titan. Alright. A bronze-skinned beauty. Congratulations, Sweetling. Now relax and enjoy the show. It's only just begun. Okay. Got food. Our quest is to have a party. Last meal before we die to a Titan. At least there's good wine. Nice. Tasting the exotic feast triggers a divine revelation. In that brief, transcendent moment, you glimpse the true form of reality, comprehend its fleeting nature, and cry out to the heavens in celebration. What? I just drank wine and saw reality, guys. There's another optional dungeon quest that starts in Ul'dah. Nice. When you face the Lord of Crags, think not of Limsa Lamency or Azil or anything beyond this chamber. Think only of the men and women by your side. Fight for them and they will fight for you. Remember, there's no greater victory that was ever achieved alone. Goodly Uplander must be facing mighty Rockman with clever fighty think. Dobby Flock cannot be coming to rescue this time. Okay. Ah, Elon, you brave fool. Promise me that when you meet Titan, you'll look him in the eye and tell him Landonel sends his regards. Landonel. You are a veteran of countless battles, Elheim. 'Tis but one more. Trust in your experience and you'll prevail. So far their advice is like, just do what you've been doing, you're good. You are blessed with the fortitude to rival the earth itself. Titan will struggle to break you, I think. So literally, they gave me new advice. This is all for nothing. Got some good food out of it. You are kind to indulge them, Elheim. This banquet is as much for the company as it is for you, whatever they may claim. I do not deny that they mean well, but now is scarcely the time for celebration. Though they have all but pronounced you victor, the battle with the Titan has yet to begin. The hour has come for the good captain to make good on his promise. We must speak with him again. You must be eager to face Titan. As promised, we will show you the way. Travel to Bronze Lake in Upper Lanaska, and there you will meet with Riol, another man you once served in the company. To ensure that this knowledge does not fall into the wrong hands, he will remain in hiding until you give him the correct signal. Give me your map. You must whistle loudly at 3 locations I mark. Only then will he appear to meet you at this 4th location. I realize this may seem excessive now, but you will see that there is more than reasonable once you comprehend the risks involved and inherent in our method. Man. I'm getting close to Titan, I think. And then there's another dungeon that Minus has found. I think I'm gonna have to go. I don't think I'm gonna have time, guys. Everybody's already starting to meet together. So... I think we're gonna call it a night early. It sucks, I know. But, thanks for watching, guys. I am going to be on with a full stream again tomorrow, playing Final Fantasy 3. And hopefully we can get Final Fantasy 3 done tomorrow so that we can figure out a way to start Final Fantasy 4 on Saturday. That's the plan right now, at least. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the help. Thanks for the dungeon run. And next week, I guess we'll do Titan and this other new dungeon that Minus found, and I got another warrior quest to do. We got all kinds of stuff to do. So, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time. Bye.